So many of you guys have been following our journey with beekeeping, and I am so appreciative of all the amazing feedback that we've received. It is truly a labor of love, and I want to show in my beekeeping videos and what I do just a genuine passion for what I'm doing. And this is something that I've fallen in love with. I've fallen in love with keeping bees. I've fallen in love with raising my children on a homestead. I've fallen in love with gardening and raising our own livestock. And I really do enjoy sharing the steps that we take with you guys. It's been a blast to see people and actually for them to share their feedback with what I'm trying to portray, and then realizing that you guys are seeing what I really feel, and I'm just so thankful. Outside of me being a beekeeper, I also have got quite a bit of a garden going on. So we're gonna just kind of walk through today. I want to show you guys what we have growing, what we have doing. I've got a lot happening all at once here on the farm. Today's a gorgeous day, and I wanted to share with you guys just what we have going on with the garden. These seed start trays are from Haas Tool, and I am just, oh my gosh. This is all different types of basil. So this is a dark purple basil. This one is going to be a Thai holy basil. I've got cinnamon basil. I've got a few different types, but mainly these are the type, and they're just, definitely smells phenomenal. I'm very excited about all of my basil. I also have some sage. I've got some sage growing, and I've got to take these. We're going to transplant them pretty soon, but I love dill and of course cilantro. Check out all of my tomatoes. So these are Roma tomatoes that we have growing. I definitely have quite a bit, but it's mainly because I'm stocking up on my pantry this year, and we are going to can like crazy. And then these are a pork chop tomato. I grew them last year. I really definitely enjoyed them. They are big and huge, actually. They're massive. And then I have to thin these guys out, but these are the Blue Beauty. And then I have the Indigo Apple. Blue Beauty and Indigo Apple. That's another pork chop. But look how gorgeous these are. I also have some beefsteak and some German Johnson. This is my first year growing the Brad's Atomic grape tomato, I believe is what they're called. So I'm kind of excited to try these. I also have some mini bell peppers that I'm hopefully gonna get in the greenhouse. More Roma tomatoes. While we're in the greenhouse, I wanted to share with you guys one of my most treasured little pieces of art that one of our viewers painted for us. Check out how awesome that thing is. Ah, I love it so much. This greenhouse I have a lot of people that just give me so much feedback for it. They love it. And I bought this greenhouse, actually my husband found this greenhouse used online, and it was just too good to pass up. So we bought it, we completely renovated it. It kind of is my greenhouse slash she shed slash honey house slash this is where I keep all my beekeeping supplies. I wanted to share with you guys what my supply room kind of looks like. I'm still kind of in the works on how we're gonna modify it. One of my biggest things is frames and keeping everything in order so that I can kind of find it. So I'm going to share with you guys. I came across somebody on Instagram, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember their Instagram channel. I'm going to have to look back and see if I can put it in there. And when I do, I'll add it down below so you guys can go follow them. But she posted this saying. That saying just genuinely resonates with me, and it is, with wings she flies. It's an encouragement for me to kind of keep pushing and and doing what I'm doing. But not just for me, and not just for other women that are watching my videos and being like, wow, I can do this. I'm very much capable of this. But this is for my daughter. This is for her to remember that she is so strong and so capable, and we are gonna push through and we're gonna do. So when she comes up here, and partially this is her area that she, you know, comes up here, and I mean, this is like the best playhouse in the world, right? But it's just a reminder for us to kind of keep going. All right, so now the moment of truth. We're gonna show you guys my beekeeping storage. I feel like this should be a drum roll. So this is where I keep a lot of our beekeeping supplies. I've had a few people ask, you know, how do you store your stuff? And my frames and everything I like to keep, after I freeze it, I like to keep in a nice sunny area that's, you know, well ventilated. But for right now, this is what we have kind of going on. So I've got a couple extra nuke box, some top feeders. We've got, these are some that I have to fix, some that I still have to fix, some extras, a couple of shims, some inner covers. We do over winter, so I take some of my extra boxes that we have, and I can try to see if I can find that video for you guys. Once we install the shim, then we go ahead and put this piece of metal down. I've got some extra burlap, and then I fill it up with pine chips. And this, it really does help collect some of the moisture that the bees create over winter with the condensation. We also drill some holes in the side, and then we installed these little vents, and it does help. You can buy them online, but for us it was just easier to take them and build them, and then if in the event that I needed to actually have some more, I can take them apart really quick and use them for honey supers. One of the main questions that I get quite often is about bee suits. So I will be doing a video on reviewing bee suits and why we chose the one that we did. A few videos ago I shared with you guys that you're not any less of a beekeeper for choosing to wear a bee suit versus not. It is strictly upon you guys. That is your decision, and everybody beekeeps in their own way. This is stuff that we've kind of come about and figured what works for us and what doesn't work for us. But I will say that I have a bee suit that you guys see me wear quite often, and I really love the quality, so I'll make sure to do that video. Keep an eye out for it. It'll be coming out later this week, and you guys can kind of get an idea and a feel for why I chose what I chose. All right, so let's go to the garden. Now, mind you, this is definitely a work in progress. I still have this bed that I need to fill. And a lot of my stuff I have not planted quite yet. We're still in that, or we just need to wait a little bit longer. But what I will show you guys is this is garlic that I planted last fall, and we will be harvesting it this year very soon. We are huge garlic fans, so this is definitely something that's going to be great for us. We have two different types of onions growing. Pretty excited about that. I've got some gorgeous little radishes. I'll be harvesting this pretty soon, and we'll be able to replant with another. This corner of my garden, I have all asparagus. We've been picking away at some already. Let's see. Look at that one right there. I've got a couple of different varieties in here, but some of them I'm letting go to seed, and some of them are already ready. This is all going to be potatoes. I have to come in and just give them a good check. This is something that we're doing new this year, and I'm not 100% sure on what I think quite yet. So we bought this garden weed barrier. We tilled this area, and then I laid this down. I'm gonna burn holes in it and then plant. I haven't decided yet on what I want to plant. I know that there's a couple of different techniques on how to do this. I know that you can mound up the soil, and then you don't necessarily need to cover it all like this. You can just do rows. I am a lazy gardener. So the least bit of work that I have to do is how I'm gonna do it. And I'm okay with the fact that this plastic, this ground cover will not last as long. I'm okay with it, and I can just replace it. So this is still a work in progress. I've never actually let sage go to seed, so I can't wait. I can't wait. So this is all sage, and then of course we've got the hyssop, and then came back from last year, it's stevia. I also have some thyme, little thyme, and then rosemary, and then these are my chives. So we planted some snap peas, and I'm gonna give it a shot. So I would have loved to have installed this on the inside, but we did it on the outside. So it's kind of one of those things. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. But I'm hoping that these two will completely trellis and it will be gorgeous. And same thing with this. So we have 3 of them. I've got carrots growing in this bed. I need to thin them out. And then look how absolutely stunning all of this lettuce is. This is Haas Tools lettuce mix. I am thrilled, absolutely thrilled. So this whole bed is basically going to be lettuce. Now we are doing it as a cut and come again. I have celery growing in between. We'll see if it works. The Swiss chard, it's still very pretty. And then this right here, so I know that I planted some beets. I do need to come in and thin all this stuff out. As you can see, I told you guys, I'm kind of a lazy gardener. So these are all beets. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I'm not really sure what that is. I think that's a beet. We'll see. This patch right here, I'm kind of doing the same thing. I haven't decided on what I want to plant here. I think I'm going to end up doing strawberries. That's kind of my goal. All behind here, this is all going to be sunflowers. I'm very excited about all the sunflowers. I think it'll be really pretty. And we've got this adorable little farmer's market that is going to be right down the road from us. So all of our extra produce I'll be able to take there and we can sell. The big project that we've been working on, and hopefully is gonna be done pretty soon, we've got a 17 by 48 high tunnel. So I should have laid down the ground cover, but I'm all right. It's gonna be okay. I've got definitely have some plans, but this should be all complete hopefully by next week. I think we'll be covering. It is going to be a game changer for our garden. And then what I also plan on doing is using this area too as to extend our garden. And my hopes are I can actually really use this whole section straight back to that fence line as our market garden. That's kind of something that we've been working on. I can't wait to share with you guys the rest of our journey, and this is only spring, which I feel like we've accomplished so much. We have more things coming this year than actually ever. I've got piglets due, I've got calves that are due, I've got baby chickens that are getting ready to hatch probably tomorrow. I've got a huge batch of meat chickens that are coming later this year, and I couldn't be more thrilled with how everything is going. Thank you guys for coming along with me and checking out some of our projects that we have going on. I just can't wait to take you guys along with me and have you see just a little bit of what else is happening here on the Honeystead. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and keep following our journey. And as always, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and learn something old.